Welcome to the November edition of the New York State Family News Watch. I'm Reverend Bill Banuchi, Executive Director of the New York Faith and Freedom Coalition, here with this month's news. In fact, I just returned from the Orange County Leadership Prayer Breakfast held at Anthony's Pier 9, and it was such a source of encouragement to see over 400 civic leaders. I'm talking about Supreme Court judges, law enforcement, military, businessmen, all gathered together in the name of Christ. In fact, we had Jews joining us. Everybody was there, understanding that despite all the polarization and things we read in the press, we really gathered as one nation under God to pray for our county, to pray for our leaders, to pray for our government. In fact, I'd invite you to come and join us. You can join us. We gather every month at Goshen Diner in Goshen to pray as well. It's not as big as the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast. We had over 400 people there, but we gather every month to pray for our county. So if you're interested in coming, it's on the third Thursday of each month at 7 o'clock in the morning at the Goshen Diner. You can contact the coordinator there. His name is Jay Magnelli. You can shoot him an email at jmagnelli, that's Jay Magnelli, at hvc.rr.com. And we certainly would invite you to come. Now, for the results of the election. On a national level, the reality is that we lost the House of Representatives. So chances are that the Democrats will try to gum up the works for the next 2 years. So we need to pray that instead of just looking for retribution and trying to get at Mr. Trump, they'll decide to work together with Republicans to try to work to find out what's in the best interest of Americans. So we need to keep that up in prayer as well. On the state level, we didn't fare much better. We lost the state Senate, which was the one bulwark that we had against bad legislation, which means chances are that now we're going to see a lot of pro-abortion legislation, gay rights legislation, anti-Second Amendment legislation, all trying to be pushed through. So we really need to be vigilant, we need to be in prayer, and we need to get involved. If anything, this should teach us not to be complacent, because, it was Edmund Burke who said that all that's necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. So we need to get involved. And to that purpose, I want to remind you of our next meeting. We'll be right here in our office on November 30th. It's a Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. We invite you to come and join us so we can pray for our nation, we can learn about our Constitution, and we can worship God as well. Now, Thanksgiving week, November 18th through 25th. Thanksgiving Day is on the 22nd. I know that because our 50th anniversary, in fact, is on the 23rd. But anyway, Thanksgiving week, November 18th through 25th, is American Christian Heritage Week. We encourage you to gather around the table with your family and tell them about our Christian heritage. Repeat to them the story of our founders. And if you need more information, shoot me an email and I'll get you information that you can share with your family. It's important for us to teach our children about the heritage of this nation. In fact, it was Ronald Reagan who said in 1989, he said, and I quote, he said, "We've got to teach history based on not on what is in fashion, but what's important. If we forget what we did, we won't know who we are." I'm warning of an eradication of the American memory that could result ultimately in an erosion of the American spirit. Actually, before that, in 1984, he said, and I quote, he said, "Without God, there is no virtue, because there is no prompting of the conscience. Without God, there's a coarsening of the society. Without God, democracy will not and cannot long endure. If we ever forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be one nation gone under." So we must get God back into the national conversation and not be intimidated and silenced by those people who don't believe the way we do. So again, I just want to encourage you to Thanksgiving week, do something to commemorate American Christian Heritage Week. Speak with your pastor, encourage him to preach and teach about our Christian heritage, and join us on the 30th right here. If you want more information, you go on our website, www.nyfaithandfreedom.com. And I need you to join us. If we're going to make any kind of impact in New York State, we need to have an army. So please, I encourage you, get on our website, join the New York Faith and Freedom Coalition so that we can come together in the name that is above every name to bring this state and this nation back to God. I'm personally available to speak to your civic group or to your church group, whatever, to share the truths about our American heritage. So until then, until December, I encourage you to understand that the condition of the nation is calling for more prayer than we've ever had before. So I'm encouraging you to pray like it all depends on God and work like it all depends on you to see one day, again, America bless God. Have a great Thanksgiving and God bless.